Okay, hello my co-op friends. So we have one more project here. This one is in this manila envelope. And this one you need to have, this one's messier because you're going to be using glue. And I want to recommend that you have a tray. I'm going to use a tray because some of the stuff that is going to be messy about this project is some of the little pieces. Especially for me because I'm going to be on a slant like this. All right, in the envelope, you're going to find that you have a black piece of paper. And you're going to find a few ripped pieces of paper, okay? A few layers. I'm going to call them layers. And you could do it however you want, or you don't even have to use them if you don't want, okay? That part's optional. It kind of reminds me of the one that we did last time, where it was the cutting project. Hopefully you guys were able to do that one with your little Native American village. Okay, so that's how I think I want mine to go. Actually, maybe I'll put this darker one in front of the white one. Let's see, I think I'm gonna go like this. I just want a little bit of the snow-capped mountain peeking out the top, I think. Now, one of the ideas here is that we're going to be making a little winter forest scene, okay? All right, but the first thing I need to do, of course, is glue the background onto the layers onto the background. So now that I know what layers I want, in what order, I'm going to start with this first layer. This layer is this white one. So I'm going to make sure and put the glue on the back side of it. So I'm going to add a line of glue. I'm going to go like that, right up sort of near the edge, but not too much, okay? Now this would be probably a good time for dot dot, not a lot, all right? So, but for me, I'm going to do it like that because I think I could do it close enough to the edge, but without it gushing out too much. Okay, now again, I want to do it on the back side, so I'm going to have it, for me, it's going to be upside down right now. I'm just going to go like that, right along the edge. And I'm going to line up the very bottom of it because that is going to be the way to do it. Now, it might be a different size. It's possible that's a little bit different size, but that's okay because I can trim it later. All right, and now I'm going to do that third layer. Oops, that third layer. And you'll notice it soon when I hold it up. You will see that it's kind of like different mountains. It's like, got a little bit messy with my glue. Sorry, not sorry. I didn't mean to say sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about, Chantal. Glue is messy. Let's get the facts straight. I think you all know that, right? I think you've made a mess with glue once or twice, eh? I know I have. But that's okay. It's actually not messy because we're going to be needing glue anyways. All right, so I am going to show you the next thing in your bag. One of the next things in your bag. Some of you might have a different bag than this one. This is what this one has. And it has a bunch of little pieces of forest. It has animals and it has trees, all different sizes and colors. All right, I think that's all of it. You will notice that there's some deer, or that looks like a buck. We got a deer, maybe it's a doe. This one has a bear. Oops. Some of you might not have all the same ones. I tried to give you each a variety. We got a fox, and I think I got a squirrel here. That looks like a squirrel. And then a bunch of trees. There might even be some other animals hidden in here, maybe. Oh, I think there's a white squirrel. Yes. All right, and then you can see there's all different size trees. All right. So now, depending on the size of your tree, that's going to be what you decide. Let's see. Depending on the size of your tree is going to determine where you want to put your tree. So the smaller the tree, the further back you're going to want it, okay? Now, I think that I'm going to add one more thing to mine on my black. And you could do something like this too, because it looks like there's not a mountain right here on the black part, and I want to put trees on there. Actually, I think I could still do that. All right, never mind. Forget what I was just saying. Just ignore that. All right, the ones that you're going to want near the bottom of your page are the bigger ones, the biggest ones, right? So I have a bunch of big ones. I got a big green one, I have a big white one, a big light green one. See, all different ones. Those are the ones that are going to be like the closest to you. Oops, I don't know if you could see this very well today. Sorry about that. All right, I have an idea how I'm going to do it, but the smaller things you're going to put more towards the back because they're farther away. You want it to have that look like as if it's farther away, okay? So this one I'm going to do dot, dot, not a lot, because no need to go overboard on this part. This is a delicate process. You know, if you add too much glue, it's going to make a big mess, and it's going to get all over your fingers, and you don't really want that to happen. Now, if it does get all over your fingers, that's okay, of course, but try not to make it get all over your, and you could even overlap them. That's totally okay to overlap them. This one I think I want to put near the, maybe, well, sort of near the white. I'll put it below the snow-capped mountain over there. Now, I don't know if I want too many white ones. Maybe I wish I had more white little ones, but I guess I didn't put them in this bag. Everyone has different stuff in their bags. Some of the trees are different shapes. I made them all different shapes for you, because forests have lots of different shapes and size trees. So this one's going to look kind of like right there. But now I'm going to start adding a bunch of medium-sized ones next. Now I also, this one I didn't do dot dot, I made kind of a line, and that's okay. You could do that too if you want. I'm going to go a little bit further, a little bit higher for the smaller ones. And I'm going to do like some of the much smaller ones. Those ones you really just want to do dot dot, not a lot. So I'm going to do it up here. Some of them can go sort of behind your mountain even. This one I'm just going to do little dots. It's going to be like here. They're going to be all over the place, and that is what you're going to do. That's this activity. You're just going to do that, and then you could add animals. You could have animals behind your trees or in front of your trees. That's up to you. Totally up to you. Everyone gets to do it however they want. That's the fun part. In fact, you could probably, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to add a couple dots in a few places, and then I'm going to put the tree on. That might even be easier for some of the small ones. Some of the small ones, it might get too messy to try to put it on the back of it. Might be easier to just put it right on the paper. So I'm going to go like there. Whoops. There's so many different ones. Oops. Now, of course, I want to add my animals soon too. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add a buck. I definitely want the buck to show up. So I think the buck is going to go, maybe the buck should, if I put him up to, well, he's kind of big though, and I kind of want to, maybe he'll be in front of this tree. No, I think I need a couple more light colored trees to be able to see him better. Put this here maybe, like that. Now I'm going to put him on here. Dot, dot, not a lot. Now, one thing you got to be careful of though, is you do want to put a little on, like on the back of his horns, on his antlers and stuff like that, because you want that part to stick, of course. You don't want it to get stuck on anything later. All right, now what about the doe? Where's she? Here, this big bear can go on a light area. I'm going to do him there, sort of in this lighter colored area so we could see him easy. This buck is a little hard to see where I have him, so I think I need to add more trees near him, or behind him maybe. Maybe I'll do a different colored one. So you get the idea, right? This is kind of an easy enough project. I bet you figured this out before you even watched the video. You might have been able to do that. Sometimes it takes me too long to get these videos to you, huh? That's a little one, but I'm putting it on that tree anyways, because I don't know why. Because it's kind of making it look a little, Is it looking? Maybe if it was behind it, it would look more like it was farther away. Yeah. And then later, what we're going to do, well, at the very end of this project, you know what we're going to be doing? We are going to be adding some snow. Because I'm sure you saw that bag of snow in your bag and you were wondering, what is this bag of shiny, sparkly stuff? Well, it's going to be snow. You know what I didn't include in your kit, and I wish I would have, is some stars for the sky. So if you have any star stickers, or if you have maybe some yellow paper, you can cut out some stars or some white paper. That would work. I'm just going to add a whole bunch of trees. The more trees, the better. Now, some of them are just going to be overlapping, like I said. That's totally okay. Boy, this buck shirt is hard to see right there. What if I put him on the black? Will it be much better? I'll just do him. He'll be like a big buck. He's just going to be a big buck on top of that tree. So much for having all the big things down low. Just, again, doing it however you want. That's going to make it so beautiful. It really does look nice on the black, I have to say. All right. I have a lot of the same colored trees. Hopefully you have more of a variety of trees than I seem to be having. Now, you know how forests are. Forests have lots of trees. There's so many trees, you can't even see through them all the time. There could even be little trees up front too, because maybe they'll just be little shorter trees than the ones that are next to it. I've got this tall, skinny tree here. Oops. Maybe I'll do it right there. Some of them I wish were even. There we go. All right. So now some animals. I need more animals on here to make it really pop. Got some animals. I got my doe here. Oops, I just looked up at the screen and I realized that you probably can't even see anything I'm doing, can you? I'm sorry. I should have looked sooner. I apologize. I will show you in a moment. So there's a doe. All right, so see, that's what I have so far. I've just been talking away and you haven't even been able to see what I've been doing. See? See how it's coming together? All right, I wanted to add my little squirrel and my fox too. The fox, if you want your fox to face a certain way, make sure to put it on your paper first so you know if it's facing the way you want it to, and then turn it over to add your glue. Let's see, maybe the fox could be here. And then we got a little white squirrel. And then one thing that you might want to be careful about when you start adding your snow, if you have a lot of glue on your page already, if you have like too much glue on your page, you might want to let it dry a little first before you add your snow. Like, I probably should do that, but because I do have some extra glue on mine, but I don't want to do that because I want this video to be something that you could see. So I'm just going to add some glue all at the bottom of my page. I'm just going to add it, just a whole line of it right there, right near the edge. That's going to be for some of my snow because I'm almost ready for that part. And then I'm going to do dots. I'm going to just make dots all over. Some of them are going to be even on the animals, on the trees. But I'm just going to make little raindrops of glue. I just want to make little raindrops because I really do want the snow to look like it's falling. I don't want it to look like it's just all globbed. Maybe only at the bottom, like it landed on the ground or something. Maybe on top of some trees or something. See, I'm just going to add snow. Even on that bear, there's going to be snow on trees, on the doe. Oops, All right, that's probably good. What do you think? How's that? Do you think that's going to be enough snow on there? Hopefully. Another thing you could use even for the snow, and this is messy, this part, like that's why I suggested that you do it on a tray. Okay, so this part I'm going to go like this. And at first it's going to be like, whoa, it doesn't look like it's where it's supposed to be. But this time I am going to let it sit on here and dry before I take it off, because I want it only to stick to where it's got some glue. Now I'm going to add some to the bottom. This part's so messy. Please make sure that you have a surface under you that that's easy to clean up. And don't blow on it because it will make a big mess. All right, mine's here like this. Now for you, just for this video, I'm just going to dump mine off so you can see how it looks. Da-da-da! And there is our winter forest. Okay, show us your finished one when you are on Friday, okay? I love you. Goodbye, my sweet co-op friends. And you can make more than one. Make several. This is a great project. They make a great gift, too. You can put it in a little frame or something and hang it up for the holidays every year if you want. Okay, or if you have some markers that work on black, you could use those like silver or something. That would work really kind of cool too. But don't do it on top of your glue if you do that, all right? Because you want to save those markers. They're very special. And that's it. Project number 3. All right. Take care. And I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Okay, bye.